Welcome back, welcome back. Today is a very special day. So many years ago, as I dabbled into the theory that Tupac was a bad guy. Well, not a bad guy, but he wasn't there to help as much as he says he was. It destroyed me because, he was my hero. He was the model. And people didn't see what I see and other people see. It seemed like they only seen the Captain Thuggo shit. And me being a young man and not being smart or knowledgeable of many different levels of deceit and lies, I, didn't know what to think. And as I got older, I learned things. The more I learned, the more I didn't know what to believe. Because on one hand, I myself exist, and I see what I think he was doing from the words out of his own mouth. See, most people judge and talk about Tupac, but they're talking about the guy on the records. They're not talking about the dude in the interviews. And they're only talking about the dude in the interviews that's talking about rap. When he's talking about being a person and his people and things he wanted to try to do to help, you see, I understood those things. I understood the fact that he said, I come from people that were, destroyed, that were trying to help their people. So instead of going through all the dumb shit, I'm gonna use the thing yous are using against us for us. Since you only let retards up there and bang bang hit 'em up gang, I'm gonna bang bang hit 'em up gang and get that fucking money. And then I'm gonna help my people. Now, that's what we are led to believe. That's what we want to believe. It's what I want to believe. But there's always two sides of a story. Fair use. Welcome to the shadows. Put your thinking cap on. I would like to apologize to any of Tupac's fans, diehard Bang Bang guys, or family members, or just so happen if you're really alive. Because you never know. I'm not here to shit on nobody. I'm here to do what I do because no one speaks up. No one's trying to clear his name from this. And this fucking guy has been going for years. This guy's been ripping Pac apart for years. And no one comes to defend. And I don't understand why. People don't even talk about this channel. Our greatest... Everybody's fucking worrying about Drake getting exposed. This guy's been going for years.
These people don't see it every day.
No, but what I would like to see is for children in our country to have a better future than what you guys have. And that's not going to happen when he's repressing his generation and his people by saying they have no hope.
What do you know about my people?
I know a lot about your people.
Give money, white against white does not mean you know about the young black man. Today's society.
would you say is the answer to that? Violence?
No, it's making music is what I'm doing next.
Back in the early and late 90s, some rap groups were the most positive and militant, uplifting Arrested Development, with groups like Tribe Called Quest and KRS-One. Despite different approaches, they seemed to be working together to speak about the black experience and the melting pot. Although they themselves were industry plants, I believe more money could be made by planting up.
We ain't gonna let you pass that up.
They seem to be working together to speak about the black experience and the melting pot. Although they themselves were industry plants, I believe more money could be made by planting other artists that influence the youth to act against it all. After the manufactured rise of NWA, it became harder to find any thought-provoking music promoted on the same level. I'll say it'll take courage to go searching. When everyone is talking about...
How can it be possible for the people before the bang bang hit 'em up gang and the partying, and how can possible that the educated, the ones that we hold up like Mount Rushmore, they can do no wrong. They let us, they were like Moses and Jacob and them. How can they been an industry plant? Oh yeah, I forgot. They pumped that you're black and you're fucking African. Now fucking sing songs about it. Brainwash your fucking kids with it. And then years later you're gonna find out that no, that's not who you are. I'm just speculating.
Violence and sex, it's tough to talk about more cerebral issues without being laughed at by your peers and being called soft. It's more difficult to try and make the masses buy it, says Common. There is an overrepresentation of the criminal aspects of black youth culture. So what happened? How did rap evolve from its glorious past to what some suggest is its least innovative period? We all know the likes of NWA paved the way. A group that should have never been taken seriously. Beyond the Harmony explores NWA songs, suggesting it was parody rap.
But the impact of NWA was so grand, and people didn't get it so bad, that Hollywood even made 2 spoof comedy films, one called CB4 and the other called Fear of a Black Hat, to kind of tell the audience gently, like, hey, it was a big joke.
And the craziest comedy can be dead serious, and I know you know what I'm talking about. Can you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Come see Fear of a Black Hat.
We take a look at NWA's body of work.
You mean like movies like Clone Tyrone? You mean like that? You mean they mock us in our faces?
Half of them, at least 25 of them, are comedy, novelty, dance songs. Don't believe me? Let's take a look.
We've covered NWA in the Tricked into Gangsta Rap documentary. So to hear the other side of it, I suggest you watch Beyond the Harmony. Was NWA a novelty comedy satire group?
This is called Tupac Hoax Channel. Maybe you should take a look. There's a lot of episodes. There's a whole lot of episodes.
We will focus on the artist that most people overlook, one that most people think stood up for the black community, one that all celebrities avoid telling the truth about.
Who that?
Tupac, he was the CIA's most prized asset that destroyed the Stop the Violence movement. He delivered them countless black males for incarceration in the prison industrial complex. He even modeled for it for months to show that every real G needs to make sure they do time in prison.
When they describe jail, it's like, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't wait to get to jail. Straight up. I mean, I was scared and everything.
What, 3 times in the thought?
No question. It was just that's where you get the game. That's where you got more soldiers at them to build you. But now that I'm here, this is not the spot.
3 times in the thought, no question. It was just that's where you get the game. That's where you got more soldiers at them to build you. But now that I'm here, this is not.
For this, rap has had a contentious relationship with the legal system, and Tupac made it sound so grand.
Ain't a penitentiary built big enough for me and me and me and who thinking elementary? Hey, I see the penitentiary one day. Elementary wasn't meant for me. I'm headed for the penitentiary.
I wonder. Oh yeah, my father said your tongue is your most deadliest weapon. And you know how they say like be careful of what you say. Now imagine you keep running around singing songs about going to jail. See, it's not actually going to jinx you. You're pumping your head up like I don't give a fuck about if I go. So I'll do things that'll put me in that situation. And I have no fear now of it. You're supposed to have fear.
Now picture me scared of a penitentiary. It ain't easy. Well, I see the penitentiary.
Tupac helped destroy conscious rap, pushing people away from critical and positive thinking to violent troublemakers. Now listeners of rap are likely to become threats to society. We can see the decline of intellectual rap as Tupac picked beef with almost everyone within that sector, starting with a tribe called Quest.
Snoop.
Really?
How'd you come up with this? See this right here?
Really?
Well, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a person who's a good friend of mine in this whole thing. Really not friends, but I think I have a lot of respect for him. It's Tupac, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we like ourselves, we're very positive. We're doing other things and negativity, to praise it. Don't just put us in that category. That's one thing.
They're talking all this unity shit, but then when they go home,
They be talking
Q-Tip,
shit.
they made all these underground tapes dissing us. Q-Tip? Yes, Q-Tip.
Took me on some
So then when niggas ride back, then they want to talk about the culture and be hip-hop and shit. But that's not fair.
He's got a point.
We're very positive. We're doing other things and negativity, to praise it. Don't just put us in that.
You can't just be conscious and, stop the violence and then go make diss records. You gotta be like J. Cole. When the beef's on, you keep your mouth closed. Yo.
Ear hole, so you can clean them shits out. It seems that some don't understand what I'm talking about. How you get West Coast nigga from West Coast hater? I can never diss a whole post. My time is too greater. Yeah, we from the eastern land of originators. We also from the western land of innovators. Only difference of the two is the style of the rap, plus the musical track. This beat shit is so whack that y'all brothers know I ain't no West Coast disser. Another thing I'm not is a damn ass kisser. So listen to my words as I set things straight. I ain't got no beef, sir. Don't come in my face. You'll keep it moving.
Q-Tip was on stage.
That didn't really sound like a diss. That was like him stating, I don't do that. And, you know what I mean? I am a man at the end of the day, so I gotta stand my ground. I can't just fucking attack you, but I'm not just gonna, I'm not gonna act like we don't have skills over here. That's why I said we're from the land of the innovators. You know what I mean? He didn't say we're from the land of let's get in that ring.
He was about to perform or he was about to receive an award or something. And I think Pop had already kind of like had his dude already like snatch up the sound man. They threw their shit in and on cue. He went up there and did Out on Bed with like 8, 9 niggas. I just remember that song came backstage like
That
somebody
shit
was
was
crying.
crazy.
One of them niggas was crying. And it was like, yo, it was fucked up.
In
Yo,
his
that
Death
was a
Row
wow
East
one.
interview, he states he wants to overthrow Nas and other nonsense like it, so that a more destructive label can feed the public.
All these weak rappers, Nas, all these suckers, they battling over East and West like this is a game. Overthrow the government y'all got right now, which is Bad Boy and Nas and all that bullshit, and we will bring a new government here that will feed every person in New York.
Now do you see what I mean? Was he a good guy? Or was he a bad guy? Because he said, your king ain't even fucking feeding you. He's making money off you, but he's not helping you. if you let us destroy them, we'll help you. And Bad Boy continued, and now we're in the future, and I bet everybody's regretting that now. Think of all the records you bought. Think of all the money that you gave him, and you could have gave it to your children.
In other words, a destructive ideology that would control society. Nas is said to be one of hip-hop's intellectual storytellers and conscious rappers, not known or taken as a hardcore artist. Tupac started a beef. It began in 1996 when Nas released a song titled The Message, a track in which Tupac believed he was dissed because Nas stated,
"Fake dog, no love, you get the slug, CB Paul Gusto, your luck hole, I didn't know till I was drunk though."
This nigga Nas went back home and started talking that fake thug and dropping little jewels and his shit.
This little nigga named Nas thinks he live like me.
I'll defend Pac on that one. If you're the only one basically pushing thug life and all this, and someone fucking says on their record, fake thug, no love, nigga, if I was Pac, I would have thought you talk about me. It's called subliminally dissing somebody. We real artists know about that, because we do it. We do it to other people and hope they catch on, get mad, and say your name, so then I can come with the full fury of God on. Oh yeah, Kendrick just showed everybody how to do that.
You talk about he left the hospital, took fire like me. I heard Nas got beef cause I'm dissing the club. Cool, come bring your ass, nigga, you can get dick.
In the Vibe magazine of November 1996, there was an interview from Tupac which he stated, "I'm the new president for the next 4 years. Crucial Conflict could go 5 times platinum, but no one will let them sign bills. They can't make any hip-hop laws." Once again, Crucial Conflict, not so much of the gangsta image. As we stated, conscious rap hit its crossroads in 1996. At Tupac's peak, at the time, a whirlwind of changes was occurring amongst artists, record labels, and fans. As Jonell Gibson stated, rap began to make the transition from deeper conscious lyricism to a more gangsta-based sound. One of the groundbreaking developments of 1996 that impacted hip-hop was the Telecommunications Act. This law was meant to diversify ownership and competition among the radio broadcast market on the surface, but it actually caused the opposite to occur. Since there were no caps on ownership in markets, many of the diversified radio markets evolved into regional conglomerates, many owned by the same people. Due to this lack of diversity, owners were able to have more say in what was being played nationally. This caused a sharp decline in the politically driven conscious rap. Hence the same 5 songs are being played repeatedly. Putting more radio stations in fewer hands has reduced listener choices.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
And more bullshit.
Corporations really began targeting hip-hop's underground economy in the hopes of reaping massive profits. Corporations like Sony, Time Warner, had small labels of hip-hop under their control and used their power to push others out of business. This gave machines like Interscope greater control and pushed their industry plants with destructive messages as the priority, eventually killing off the intellectual and conscious rap.
I wonder why my father sent me, a conscious, rapping warrior that wants you motherfuckers to bring some dumb shit like that, cause I'm gonna consciously fuck you up on beat and then make it a spectacle for my father. And we're gonna bring conscious back with a sword from my mouth.
Of course, in 1996 the Fugees were getting heavy MTV play. The score debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. You could say it showed that conscious-themed rap could still sell commercially, and that people still wanted to hear insightful, thought-provoking music. In comes Tupac, attacking the conscious.
Yeah, the Fugees was trying to do me. Look, bitch, I cut your face. This ain't no movie.
That don't sound like a diss to me.
I cut your ass is in a movie.
That sounds like a diss.
Yeah. Although both the group and the artist were industry plants from the start, I'm simply showing what direction they wanted the community to go in. He then goes on to mention others.
I was a fan of KRS-One, LL, all them niggas who I came. That's why even if they came out dissing me, I could destroy them. I mastered their style. They could keep writing new shit, but I mastered their style. It's like the Five Deadly Villains.
To defend Tupac, that's like the reality of rap. Period. It's fucking gladiator music. When it comes to the battling shit, and comes to that, like, once that the you know, gangster shit and all that, that's what gangster shit is. It's a gladiator. There only can be one, and the only way to get up there is to figure out how that nigga got up there, do what he did, and then innovate it your way, so when you face him, he doesn't know what to do, because he's fighting a mirror match of himself. And then you pull out your shit, and he has no idea what to do because he's never seen it before. No one has.
He will destroy KRS-One, LL, and Rakim, all conscious rappers.
Oh.
Tupac given the spotlight at this period in the 90s, kids of that generation followed his words, his actions. The result is it increased aggressive thoughts and feelings towards the conscious. Think of everyone being mad at C. Dolores Tucker again.
Nobody wanna hear that whack ass shit, Sharif. Nigga, we wanna hear them bars. Nigga, talk about shooting, like, told you, if you ain't talking about shooting me or fucking my girl, nigga, I don't wanna hear that shit, dog. That's what you just wanna hear. I prove it fucking month after month. I'll spit some real shit, some Bible fucking science, no views. She's the only one. She got double D's and duplex and let's beef with the rappers. And I get fucking hundreds of views. It's ridiculous. But hey, you know the Lord built me to do it, so hey, whatever I gotta do to get you fuckers in here. Whatever it takes.
A La Soul, one of the most peaceful groups of their time, Tupac attacked them on record.
Daylight got a problem with this hard shit. Ever since me, myself, and I, y'all been garbage. I'm gonna keep it real. Show you how it feels to ride. Y'all went 3 G's but not 5.
We see Tupac helping replace and dumb down society, along with Luke's hypersexualized content and Tupac's so-called gangsta image. Once a positive artist claimed to want to unify, but instead bolstered a coastal beef with a bunch of black artists.
My lyrics running on you cowards out of hip-hop. When we ride, every black record label out there, we outsold them in 1 year. Every black record label out there, we outsold them in 1 year. Man, fuck all you niggas. Hey, LL, keep my little string. LL cool. Say what? Nigga, I want your motherfucking man. You wanna keep this on round shit.
Now says she love Tupac, but hates him now. Do you really want to thug or do you want other shit?
All of this is setting society to head in a direction that isn't in the best interest of young men of color from the inner city.
Fucking wild.
There is an overrep.
Oh yeah, we still got a couple more minutes. But even if he wasn't a plan, in the defense of, you know, a person that listened to this shit, a person that watched other people listen to it, a person that learned science and what, you know, things like that can have the effect of doing to you, and watching people do it over and over and over. His story is that he wowed out, he got a bunch of money, and then said, I will go to fucking war with anybody. The same thing as Scarface. You know? So it's a movie, and then there's real life. And they both went out the same way. Showed a fiction in real life shows you how the story will end if you do it. Do you get it? See, that's how I seen not to do it. Because I said, wait up. Let me go watch some old... Wait up. Oh, shit. Sharif's the only one still alive. The corny nigga that fucking they beat up and he said, you know what, I'm not tough. I'm a fucking just he was in the background at the end in the murder scene and everybody was dead and he was the only one there with the look like that could have been me. You know? Or the other movies where the kid he gets out the car and they clown him. Oh, you're a bitch. And then they died that night. See, I'm that kid. I'm that guy. In real life.
Representation of the criminal aspects of black youth culture. Politically aware artists were pushed aside by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Then Tupac and Thug Life was firmly set. Tupac's false meaning of thug life was only a cover for what was really taking place. Remember, his thug life code was even aimed at the conscious person. Number 11 states to control the hood and make it safe for squares. What is a square in this context?
Square. All right.
Generally used in describing a person whose goal in life is to have 3 squares a day, a roof over his head, a respectable job and kids. Tupac explained his real meaning of thug here.
My definition of a thug nigga. Before I go broke, I'll be a drug dealer. I guess we'll be the one that hit a drop off and let the next nigga get it. My definition of a thug nigga. I keep my hand on my cash and stay cool, my attitude shit. My definition of a thug nigga. Living like my 9 till it's time to go to prison. My definition of a thug.
Another thug life code says, rats are now like a disease. Sooner or later we all get it, and they should too. This implies that he wants the drug dealers and other criminals to continue to destroy their community. If anyone tries to clean it up, you should kill them.
Oh.
Number 10 is repeated.
So that's what stop snitching means. That's what it really means. It means, shut the fuck up, we're making money over here.
Snitches are out of here. Number 25, he states, be a real roughneck, be down with the code of thug life. Roughneck. Other labels planted ideas and artists that replicated the formula.
Wow. Oh my fucking God. That is so crazy. You know what? Oh my God, this makes my heart hurt. You know what the Most High calls us? A stiff-necked people. Roughneck. Oh my God.
Meet MC Light. She was also playing a part as her writers wrote the image they wanted to popularize. This caused other young females to want it, and also caused some young men to be that roughneck to be accepted by those same females.
I told you old school niggas I'm coming for you, didn't I? Remember how I keep saying it? Oh, the new music is this and that. And what did I fucking tell you I was gonna do to you? Didn't I tell you I was gonna reveal the truth?
Keep in mind, during this period in 1990...
Not that these people are CIA agents or anything. That could be fucking speculation. Who gives a shit? Listen to the things they say. Look at the future we're in. I don't care if they were just good people. Either they knew what they were doing, or they didn't know what they were doing. Either way, does it fucking matter? We're living in the results of it.
3. MC Light was dating Todd 1, someone far from being a roughneck. They planned out the agenda to destroy the black community years in advance, not just economically, but also in every social context.
Even white kids now, I don't know. They all have guns, and like they think it's cool. Like they come out in my gym, like they're all showing me like different guns, like they bigger blades. They're like, oh, this is cool. Look at the blade I got. Look at the gun. I'm gonna go after school. I'm gonna go rob this kid. Like it's fun. And they see it in the videos, because in all the videos they're always carrying guns. Just seeing them shooting people down, smoking weed,